Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Pelley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at an extraordinarily elegant fragrance from the house of Cartier. This is known as Cartier Declaration d'un Soir, which came out in 2012. This is classified as a woody floral musk. There's also a d'un Soir Intense version, which came out in 2014. So the Cartier Declaration, the original, came out in 1998, and I do believe there's now 12 or 13 flankers in this series. So when I was a young gentleman in the late 90s, the house of Cartier was my first experience with sophisticated, elegant scents. I love this house, and it, for me, in terms of these floral masculine scents, nobody does them better. There are similarities in many of their fragrances to the house of Serge Lutens, who also does some very nice masculine florals, and earlier releases from the house of Givenchy. And when I'm talking about the house of Givenchy, I am not really talking about the gentleman line. I'm talking about fragrances they had in the 80s and 90s that were not part of that flanker series. As a whole, Cartier scents are upscale, mature, and extremely smooth and well blended. They're a very underrated house. The only drawback to Cartier fragrances in the Declaration series is performance can be somewhat of an issue. So I'm just going to pull back the top, give it a spray. Beautiful atomizer. So initially, you get a very, very smooth, beautiful blend of rose and pepper that has the sweetness of cardamom. This blend is very unique and satisfying. This is not a normal blend for an initial spray. As it starts to dry down, there's less pepper, more rose, but not a strong rose. It's a smooth rose, and it's a little bit sweet and spicy. Later on, the scent becomes a little bit powdery and a cosmetic scent. And this is a note that some men may like or not like. I personally like this scent in a fragrance because of the fact is it adds a little bit a more sophistication and a little bit of a dressier aspect. But if you want more of like a raw masculine type of scent, the powdery vibe that is in the late dry down may not be for you. This fragrance also becomes even more smooth, creamier, but the rose is kind of intermixed with some woodiness, and you still get the sweet spiciness. As advertised, there's not many notes. The top notes are black pepper, cardamom, and caraway. The mid notes are rose and nutmeg, and the base notes are sandalwood. So it's a pretty simple concoction, but it's a very solid fragrance. If you are a gentleman that's just getting into the scent game, and you're in your late 20s and up, and you want a line of fragrances or a fragrance in general that is not overpowering, that is not too loud, this may be for you, because I consider this a very beautiful fragrance. Performance-wise, it has decent longevity, about 4 hours. If you spray it on your clothes, you'll maybe get 6, but this has a very pleasant and appealing scent wafts and trails. But it's still, I would say, an intimate scent where you have to get closer to the person, maybe an arm's length or even closer. Overall, my last thoughts on this is a very elegant and majestic scent. This, I would say, late 20s and up for a dressier male who is classy and that takes his dress and his personality to a level where he wants to be above board. He doesn't want to be raunchy or odious in his personality or in his dress. This would be the scent for you. And like I said, for the house of Cartier, I would definitely recommend a more mature gentleman to explore this house because they have many beautiful scents. And if you're willing to reapply, I think you'll be very satisfied with this. Overall, a real winner. This is office friendly. It still has some punch, still has some push, but it's, like I said, it's an intimate scent. You would have to try before you buy, especially if you're into the more modern sweet gourmands. This may not be for you, but this is certainly for me. And like I said, this is a real winner. And if you're a fan of the Cartier Declaration line, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one at all. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, notification bell. Any comments, questions, or experience you have with this sensational fragrance by the house of Cartier, leave them down below and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.